welcome back to Alex's Baking Channel. Just so you know, if you are my parents watching this, I am being perfectly safe while doing this. Today I will be making sugar glass. Or something close enough, I guess. Over here I have some ice water, a kind of dirty pan, but it was in the washer, so just going to put some spray on that, some olive oil spray so nothing sticks, sugar, a 1 cup measuring cup, and maple syrup. Now, another thing you'll need to know is I will need water for this. So first we start with the ingredients. So first, the first ingredient is maple syrup. Now normally, you would have a specific measuring for this. I don't, so please don't try this at home unless you've actually looked up a recipe. So first you add some maple syrup. There's a good amount. Then you need some sugar. This is, by the way, if you can tell, this is going to be incredibly unhealthy. So as I just spoon on some sugar here, blow away the sugar that was on the side of the oven. Add some more. Now, do not eat a lot of this. Blow away some more sugar from the oven. Get some of the ice water. Pour it in. Try to avoid getting the ice in. You just need a little bit of water in this recipe. I don't know why. It's just how I remember making it. So then, you turn on the heat. And let it sit for a bit. And I'll be back when it's ready to be cooked. Or when it's cooking, I should say. Oh yes, I forgot to mention. So now I'm adding this to the video. You have to stir up the ingredients and mix them up before you sit back and wait. And you should be watching while you wait. It's going to start fizzing. So I'll resume the video when it starts to fizz up. So now it has started to fizz. It hasn't been long at all. I got to keep stirring it to make sure it doesn't burn to the pan. Now, I believe I've got to wait until there's a slight color change or I deem it ready. So I do have my window open, by the way, to let some of the steam out. But chances are the fire alarm's going to go off. So if you hear that, the video will be paused and I'll go and turn that off. So at this point it has noticeably gained volume, it looks like, just because of the amount of bubbles. And I have to wait until this is fairly well cooked, so I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so I'm not so sure about the color change, but this one has seemed to get darker. So now I'm going to turn off the heat on the oven. And then, after I take this aside and put it in the sink, I'm going to start putting this liquid into the cold water. And it should theoretically... Okay, probably have to do it a bit more than this. I think I might have done it wrong. It should theoretically solidify. Now, this is kind of how you make sugar glass, from what I can remember. But, just FYI, I am doing it severely wrong. And mixing up the ingredients. And leaving out some of the ingredients. And you get the general gist, I think, of what I'm missing here. So, now, I have to rinse the dishes. Rinse the dishes, and then I'll show you the finished product. Ladies and gentlemen, the finished product. I did something wrong because when I went to drain the water, I drained the entire thing. Well, there you go. Baking!